Test, test, test. All right, so y'all are perfect right there. I don't have the ability to step back and reframe it, so y'all stay put. And I'm gonna start with you, and I'm gonna get you to easiest question. Will you say and spell your name and then your relation?
Okay, my name is Felicia Bush, Felicia Bush, and the relationship is the aunt.
All right, you ma'am.
I'm the auntie. That's my nephew. My name is Nicole Mathis.
Nicole Mathis?
Yes.
Perfect. You, sir.
I'm Corey Johnson. I'm his older brother. Corey, CoreyJohnson.
I'll start this way and go the same way. So you guys were here in court. Tell me why.
We was down here in concerns of my nephew. And as bad as it hurt, it's just not right. It's just not right because they want to talk about the law and they want to talk about justice. They so busy worrying about justice for my nephew when where was my justice at? When someone from the victim side ran up on me. Like, where was my justice? I don't know this man from Adam and Lee. Like, I'm afraid to go anywhere because I'm scared I got to watch my back from his people who I don't know nothing about. Like, and it hurt. And then the first thing my nephew can tell us when they walk outside is how bad he's getting mistreated. Like, right is everybody have a free trial. And, I mean, justice, he's actually, like, how could they say that he's innocent until proven guilty? So that's still not a reason to mistreat someone. The first thing I can hear, this is the first time I ever seen my nephew since the accident. We was being mistreated since day one. And it's not right. It's not right because I feel like I should have a chance to take one out on the guy who ran up on me.
What was it like seeing him in court today?
Heartbreaking because the first thing he said is how bad they've been mistreating him. He's dehydrated. He had to go to the bathroom. We had to wait a whole hour for them to go get someone to come change him. Quite naturally, y'all know he had to come to court, so why not change him? Like, right is wrong is wrong. He are innocent until proven guilty.
So, like you said, innocent until proven guilty. He's accused of killing a law enforcement officer on duty. Some people will say, you know, if you wanted food, water to be treated humanely, don't act in such a way. What's your response to that?
My response to that, because if you're going to go by someone past, then let's bring the officer past up. This nothing I'm saying that I know this something I know experience with this officer. The same suspect that's in there is the same person who this officer beat down when he was a kid. I was fit to get falsely arrested because I came on the scene just to say he was a minor. And I got by Riley. I got called a fat bitch to take my fat ass down the street because I'm telling them it's a minor, so I get in handcuffs. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. He's innocent until proven guilty. Like, where's the evidence? Where's the tape? Like, can his family know something? It's just not right. It's totally not right. It's totally not right because now I'm fearing for my life because I don't know the guy who ran up on me. The only thing I can say is he's part of that family. So where's my justice? Like, I got it just don't make sense.
I just want to make sure that everything is still good. Okay. Thank you. I didn't mean to get too emotional. I know it's a tough time. I saw you, and you're crying now. I saw you get very emotional when they first brought him in, tears streaming down your face just like they are now. Tell me what it was like to see him in court today.
It hurts because Alvin is not like they trying to set out and bring him like he's a monster. Alvin helped the community as well. Alvin helped us if we need it. He's not a monster. He's not a bad person.
He was on his job.
Just like my best friend said, he's innocent to proven guilty, and he's innocent.
Like, he was on his job.
He was doing his job. They didn't know that.
Yes, they did know that. They know he worked there. How many times they harassed him at that store? They knew he worked it there.
He's
like,
innocent.
that same officer had just left from up there harassing him.
Do you think he pulled the trigger and ended that investigator's life?
No. There's no way.
It's a witness that told.
We got a whole witness out there that told the whole story. No, he didn't.
It was the heavyset white guy.
The white man that worked there.
That worked on the force.
They killed him.
Do you think that he will get the justice you're saying he deserves?
Not in here, but
not long as it's in Augusta,
not in
Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia, it won't. But we're gonna make sure it do.
Anything that you wanted to add from what she said?
He's innocent to prove guilty. He's innocent to prove guilty.
It's not right for them
It's
to
not
throw
right.
up for one pass.
He's already suffering. He's already suffering.
They label him as a cop killer.
He's
They
not.
label him as
okay,
a cop
can I
killer.
say something else? What about the white guy that did the same thing he did? They didn't do him like that. Then you want to talk about justice? I mean, serious. They didn't do him like that.
What do you mean by that?
The little white guy that killed the cop.
Yeah.
They didn't do all that bashing like they did to my nephew. They didn't do that to him.
My thing is, both of them had a pass, and his pass, the officer pass, is way more worse than my nephew.
Exactly.
I mean, he got charged with abusing his authority the first time. So why was he even allowed back on the force?
Because Roundtree him cricket.
I mean, I even pulled up.
I'm gonna go to you, sir. I don't mean to cut y'all off. I just want to give you your time. You're like my husband. He's a soft-spoken man, and sometimes I talk over him just like these ladies do. But I want to give you your time too, sir. I was your brother.
Yeah.
How well did you know him?
I've known him all his life. I've raised him. You know, he's more like my son than my brother. You know, again, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. Again, this is a tragic and egregious situation. I'm definitely sorry that Officer Ridley lost his life. You know, no matter what his past was or my brother's past, no one should have died that day. Again, we don't know what happened. We will find out once the tapes are released, if the tapes are released. You know, again, once those surveillance tapes comes out, everybody can see the truth, and then we can proceed. You know, until then, you know, no one can presume anything. We can't say that he's guilty. We can't say that, you know, Officer Ridley acted anyway, because no one knows. We're all assuming.
What was it like to see him in court today?
It was hard to see my brother like that, you know. It was very hard to see him like that. I wish I could do more for him. You know, I wish I could bring him home with me today. Again, you know, everybody looks at him, they see his tattoos and his hair, and they judge him off top. When I look at him, I see my little brother, you know. I just see a little baby. And he's a 24-year-old kid.
Have you had a chance to talk to him since last Tuesday?
I haven't. This is my first time seeing him since the incident occurred.
Best case scenario for your family, what would you like to see happen?
I'd like to see him with proper legal representation to have a fair trial. You know, just give him his day in court. You know, that's all.
Did it surprise you? Did this line up with the person that you know him to be when you got the news Tuesday night or Wednesday morning?
I mean, again, I don't know what took place that day. Everyone makes mistakes, you know. If it happened in a fit of rage, or was he just acting on impulse or instinct, I don't know. I mean, we all make rash decisions when we're not thinking clearly at certain times. And again, I hope that's not the case. I just hope we find out the truth, you know.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. Like I said, I often meet people on the roughest times of their life, and it's unfortunately part of the job, but I appreciate you guys being so candid.